Hello YouTube, welcome. I think it's about time to make another tier list. Today we're gonna talk about only assaults. Because I don't have that much time, we're gonna split this stuff up into 4 parts. Last time we did a tier list, it was about 1 hour long, and I think it is quite too long to watch everything. So we're gonna start with the assaults first. Keep in mind, the whole tier list is only about ranked hacking game mode. Not for Showdown, not for PvE. Some operators might play different in Showdown or Frontline, but I'm not gonna talk about other game modes outside of ranked. Let's start with Avant-Garde. Avant-Garde is the only shotgun assault, and even if we have close encounters in hacking, Avant-Garde is still not good enough anymore since the fire rate nerf. The fire rate nerf happened with the update 0.18 when they nerfed hair trigger. Hair trigger before this update was boosting primary weapon fire rate by 0.5. After the nerf, it only boosts pistol fire rate or your sidearm. And Avant-Garde fell quickly off. Another problem about Avant-Garde, he has a short range, and for most maps, when it comes to first encounters, useless. I would put him in trash tier. There's no other reason at all to pick him in ranked. Next one is Pharaoh. This is already an interesting one. Pharaoh is actually an underdog for an assault. There is no actual problems about him. He is one of the least assaults who don't gain stamina while using their ability. Because his ability is a longer lasting spotting flare, lasting abilities prevent stamina regeneration. His DPS is low compared to other assaults, and with new news, Pharaoh is getting an insane buff. He gets a fire rate buff from 9.4 up to 10.5. That's gonna make Pharaoh a 240 DPS assault. You wanna run heavy barrel on him? You will be a second Corsair. His headshot damage will be with heavy barrel 46 and body damage 24, 10.5 fire rate. I would put Pharaoh immediately at S tier. You will see him being picked far more often. Slow down mines, which apply heavy explosive damage. Slow people down, as I said already. You can spot your enemies, and every spotted enemy provides you damage reduction up to 10%. So you have damage reduction, you have insane DPS output, your movement speed is average. You're quite tanky for an assault. Pharaoh's gonna be meta next week, guys. Prepare yourselves. Time to buy Pharaoh and level him up to max. Koshmar. Yeah, Koshmar fell off pretty heavy. His ability is still useless in this game, and I wouldn't even put him in A tier. Koshmar deserves still B tier. No, I'm joking. I would put Koshmar in C tier. He has DPS, but that's it. You are forced to run heavy barrel to make him viable. His ability only works effectively against Sly, since Sly only uses ability after being shot, in most cases, to heal herself on top. And Koshmar's gas grenades are also quite weak. You can easily dodge them. You don't have to care about them. His effective damage range is only 26 meters. Oh, sorry, 24 meters. What are you gonna kill with 24 meters effective damage range? All Koshmar has is only a working rifle, which is also only good up close. You better go with Avant-Garde, but Avant-Garde's still slightly worse than Koshmar. Next one is Lazuchik. As much as I love Lazuchik for flanking purpose, he has not enough firepower to be at A tier or S tier. He works perfectly fine on lower ranks, confusing your opponents with no spotting above your head. Lazuchik's ability makes you invisible or not spottable. Your enemies won't be able to spot you while using the ability. But the cooldown is too long. His horizontal recoil is horrible for ranged engagements. He gets carried by his grenade launcher right now. He has 3 tubes. This is the only positive about Lazuchik in higher ranks. Because your weapon it's not gonna help you winning gunfights against other strong operators. I wish I could pick him on A tier, but he is not strong enough to be on A tier, and he lacks DPS heavily. Also accuracy for this level here. I would put him on B tier because he's still viable, and I still run him on upper ranks on Platinum and Diamond as well effectively, but I rely heavily on his grenade launcher. Without his grenade launcher, he would be, I think, even worse than B tier. Okay, Corsair, our never-ending story. Top DPS assault, great explosives, and annoying ability. Corsair remains on S tier for now. He's a great all-round assault, mediocre sprint speed. I think they have the same sprint speed now, Pharaoh and Corsair. Unlike Corsair, Pharaoh gets a speed boost when he vaults up over a corner, over a cover. The Corsair's DPS is still insane. Headshot damage, especially 46. I still like running heavy barrel on Corsair here and there, upping my headshot damage up to 15, body damage 25. My man is gonna delete many operators. Yeah, his ability prevents healing, applies slowdown, but I think with the upcoming update on Wednesday, Pharaoh and Corsair are probably gonna be on the same step. They will challenge each other. So you see, Corsair gets banned, people pick Pharaoh. Pharaoh gets banned, people pick Corsair. And I think Pharaoh is gonna be picked more than Corsair at this point. He has more positives. You can use his spotting flare to check for some campers behind corners, unlike Corsair. Okay, next one is Aphela. Aphela remains still at S tier. She is still broken. Her invincibility is what makes her OP in this game. Press Q to win. You ban Bishop and you're good to go. Usually when you ban Bishop first, your opponents know you're up to something dirty. So I recommend for every Aphela main, first ban another operator, like some useless one. I mean, other strong operator and a medic part, eventually another assault, like Sly or Perrin. And then your second ban should be Bishop. With the second ban being Bishop, the chances are high the opposing team is banning another operator and not Aphela, and Aphela stays open, so you can pick now Aphela and effectively press Q to win the game. Voron, yeah, the Forgotten Assault. This guy stands out in the top 10 assault picks and effective kills in pubs, but that's due to the reason that Voron is one of the free operators you get at the beginning of the game. And I think a lot of newbies are simply killing each other, making Voron average looking, but Voron is at this point still trash tier. He's not good enough for ranked, especially top ranks. He has no offensive gear, he has no grenades, no tubes, he has only claymores. Claymores, they are only for defensive purpose, but can be countered easily by a Navy SEAL assault or medic, supporter, whatsoever. All the Navy SEALs have increased explosive time. Like, all mines are delayed. I mean, the delay timer is increased for all operators when a Navy SEAL passes them. Warren's weapon is slow shooting, great DPS, but due to the really slow fire rate, every missed shot is unforgivable. You're losing a lot of DPS if you miss at least 1 or 2 bullets. And his ability, yeah, it's inconsistent as fuck. He has a horrible accuracy. Even with the 50% accuracy buff from his ability, he still misses his shots quite a lot. There is no need to run him over any other assaults here. Martelo! Hey, our Brazilian assault! Another trash tier assault. You have nothing. This assault doesn't offer anything. He's tanky, yes, 100 HP, 40 body armor. You can run 15 plus HP on him, but he's slow for an assault, 5 speed, 4 stray speed is good. He is the lowest assault DPS alongside with Showei, but we're getting later to Showei. Martello has whatsoever no offensive nor defensive gear, special gear. And his ability is also worthless in ranked matches. First off, his ability works only on downed people. It gives you like a HP boost and shield it, but you have to get close to the downed opponent first. Assault is needed in ranked to open up enemy lines. With Martello, you can't do neither. You are lacking DPS while trying to push your opponent behind the cover. You're lacking movement speed to get in time behind cover. And your weapon is also not accurate enough for mid-ranged fights. So Martello offers literally zero, neither for the defense capability nor the offensive capability. Martello right now is a wasted pick completely. Mustang. Mustang is another toxic assault. Some people might encounter him, especially due to his fucking underbarrel shotgun. He is also S tier assault. Why? You, as a Mustang player, you ban Avalanche in most cases because Avalanche ability can counter Mustang's global spotting. Also, Mustang runs an underbarrel shotgun which one taps all operators up to 125 HP, up to 5 meters. On top, Mustang is quite tanky. His assault rifle is also great for mid-range engagements. It's quite weak in close quarters. That's what he has a shotgun for. But the problem about his shotgun, it's a special gear. Special gear weapons are not affected by suppression debuff. So if Sverok shoots you up close, you switch to your shotgun and one tap him. Because the shotgun is not affected by increased spread, since the shotgun counts as a special gear. If the shotgun were a secondary, like Sly is running, the spread debuff would apply on you. So you still can't get close to Mustang when you play against him. That's the whole issue about Mustang. Mustang players are annoying. They can't aim, but as fuckers, they surely can one tap one with a shotgun. Like playing against Mustang is pain in the ass. You're spotted, they know where you're going, they know your flanks, and you can't get close to this motherfucker because he camps for you with his shotgun. As long as his shotgun remains like it is right now, he stays at S tier and a highly picked assault. You refill the shotgun ammunition with each execution. That shouldn't be a thing. He shouldn't be able to refill the shotgun. Either reduce the damage so it doesn't one-tap people anymore, or remove the refill on execution. One of these nerfs need to happen ASAP. On top, his shotgun can shoot through walls and destroy walls, even through ceilings. If you play on Caravanserai and you have a sniper sitting above you, an enemy sniper, you just select the shotgun and shoot through the ceiling into his asshole. He's gonna die. I guarantee. That's such a toxic weapon. Oh boy, we're getting our Perun. Yeah, Perun. They changed Perun on a weird way. Perun now became literally a glass cannon. Literally a glass cannon. While using the ability, he's unstoppable. I mean, not literally unstoppable, but he's gonna delete almost everyone easily. But without the ability, he doesn't stand a chance against anyone. One armor plate, 75 HP operator. So in total 90 HP because you are forced to run 15 HP from hemostatic serum. His ability allows him obviously to penetrate body armor. His flashbangs are buffed as well. They are now impact flashes which apply suppressed, which means you still can't kill Mustang. Because suppression does not work on a shotgun. You still get one tap when you try to get up close. But while using your ability, you can easily win 1v3. The DPS is completely through the roof. If you can aim, you're gonna kill everyone. But I still won't put him at S tier. There are operators like Almas, on some occasion Kid or Rain who can counter him. Even a Fela, Starcutter. He kinda deserves to be S tier in terms of DPS, as a DPS monster and speed demon. Due to his squishiness, his glass, he remains at A tier. I still would pick on tighter maps Corsair or a Fela instead of Perun. you're not gonna play Perrin on maps with many tight spots and a lot of cover. Perrin is better used on maps where everything is linear. You can clearly see what's in front of you, which with the least amount of tight corners everywhere. Like Hospital is great for Perrin. Al Malik Hotel is not great for Perrin. There's too much cover in the middle, and the the way to reach the enemy point is too long. You get deleted halfway done. Emil Harbor is, for example, good for Perrin. Or Palm Road. It depends on what map you play. Perrin is not good on every map, even though to his insane DPS. Now we have my favorite. It's my main assault, Plut. Even the amount of love I have for Plut, I won't put him in S tier. He has not enough to be on S tier. But he is also better than B tier. Why? Plut has great DPS for the fast firing assault rifle. It's the fastest assault rifle in this game. He has actually great accuracy, low recoil, and really good DPS. He's a top assault for maps like Forest or Dam, where you have to laser beam your opponents. His decoy can be placed at corners to check for people flanking. Not because people gonna shoot the decoy. In higher ranks, people don't fall for his decoy. The reason why you pick the decoy is because the decoy spots enemies automatically around 5 meter radius. And on maps like Dam, you need grenades to get people out of cover. You remember there are plenty of cover on the lower part where people are hiding. With flashbangs, you won't be able to get to them. They're getting cover from other people if you try to get close. So your best way to play on some maps are explosives. And Plut has 4 grenades, which helps him a lot getting forward. And his assault rifle, with the recent buff, all lasers were buffed. He's also now really, really strong up close. I mean, wasn't he before strong up close? Well, he was, but his hipfire accuracy was mediocre before. Now he laser beams everyone up close hip firing, and ranged obviously as well. Rain. Yeah, Rain will receive a buff as well on Wednesday. He gets a speed buff and horizontal recoil buff as well. His horizontal recoil will be reduced by 20%, and 20% is a lot. Rain suffers right now from a weapon spread all across the world. You can't take any ranged fights properly on Rain. For some reason, it's weird that the devs say they're reducing the horizontal recoil while Rain suffers actually from a lot of spread. Who has a lot of horizontal recoil? It's Lazargic and Corsair, I figured, but I don't mind Corsair. But Lazargic's horizontal recoil is also what makes him B tier. Rain still won't be A tier. Even if he's a counter to abilities like Aphela, Corsair, he won't be able to counter Pharaoh's ability because it's a flare. Flares can't be countered by EMP. He can counter Perrin though. Plut, there's nothing to counter on Plut. You get outgunned by Plut no matter what. But I will still put him on A. He has great grenades. They are not impact grenades, but they have a really short fuse time. Really practical for opening some specific vaults on Hospital, for example, the wall at the middle. You need sometimes the firepower from teammates. That's why you open quite often this wall, and you have always spare grenades. His ability marks people for 5 seconds. It's a better effect than Strelok. Strelok's cooldown is longer than Rain's cooldown. And Strelok marks people for only 2 seconds at max. Rain applies EMP for 3 seconds, nobody can use his ability. 27-meter radius and 5 seconds marked. And your fire rate is being boosted by, I think, 10%. If I'm not taking it wrong right now. So Rain still remains at A tier. I would still put above Rain, but we have so many broken ability here already to counter. I think I would put Plut behind. It's still Perrin in front. Showway. Yeah, the poor man who was absolutely broken when the game when the Chinese collection released, and then he got nerfed into the oblivion. Actually, not nerfed. The drones were fixed and nerfed on top. I remember the drone lock-on time was fine when they first released, and the hit boxes for every drone was just broken. Now they fixed all the hitbox, and they nerfed the turret turn speed. I would like to put Shawei in B tier or A tier, but the drone is simply not effective enough, and all he has is his weapon. Body DPS is horrible, headshot DPS is really good, but we have an inconsistent headshot hit rate in this game. You can't rely on headshots all the time. I still think that Shawei deserves to be on C tier because he has actually a distraction tool compared to these operators. He can use his drone to push somebody and use the drone as a distraction or flanked with the drone. You can use the drone perfectly effectively, and his weapon will do the rest. But if the drone gets destroyed, Shawei is completely useless. And to get the drone back, he needs to die and restart in the next round, or he needs to pick it up again. So with the drone, he can still create a great distraction. He deserves to be C tier, not trash tier. Sly, another most banned assault in ranked. And it's obviously not due to her fucking assault rifle or shotgun. It is because this bitch is running 5 stun grenades. They apply suppression, which can be also countered by Mustang. Mustang does not care about suppression by grenades. I would put her immediately at S tier, even upper front, I think here as well, since her flashbangs also affect Aphela. Aphela can't shoot straight anymore when getting naded. Sly can spam her ability, which is extremely unfair, 12 seconds cooldown. You get also the same buff as Lazojic, you can't be spotted for 20 seconds. And on top, you heal yourself by a potion of your enemy's health. And you clone or mimic your opponent's health. You're a 90 HP operator, you fight against a 110 HP operator, you apply your ability on him, you immediately use the full 100 HP advantage. Her assault rifle is mediocre, it's fine. Her shotgun is even stronger than a Vanguard. You easily delete a Vanguard up close when it comes to a 1v1. Why use a Vanguard when you have a pocket Vanguard here? Sly needs her instant impact flashes removed, in my opinion, if they want to keep the 5 fucking stun grenades. But I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon. At least they need to nerf the ability. Lazojic has a cooldown of 30 seconds, while Sly 12 seconds. Their cooldowns need to be changed. Lazojic ability only provides invisibility. So give him 12 or 15 seconds cooldown. Sly needs 30 seconds. Right now she is completely through the roof. Starcutter, another quite broken assault here. Starcutter problem is his weapon DPS is low. I would put him on S tier. He's a horrible fighter, but he's a heavily Q abuser in this game. You will see Starcutter quite often on tight maps. So if you see a Starcutter and you don't pick a Starcutter as a counter or a Bishop, then go for Rain or something, because Starcutter is gonna be pain in the ass for your team. Even if you kill him, he's gonna stay alive for the additional time of his ability. Some people upgraded him up to 10 seconds, which is quite annoying. You keep shooting him and he's coming towards you just to chop you off. It throws you completely off. You have to leave your cover and stuff just because an operator exists who is invincible. And that shouldn't be a thing. Starcutter shouldn't have invincibility. They simply can increase his damage reduction up to 65%, and that's it. If his HP reaches 0, he dies. That's it. Yeah, due to the reason that his assault rifle is horrible in terms of DPS, he doesn't belong in S tier. Sterling? Sterling fell off a little bit lately, but he still remains in A tier due to the fact that his ability is literally a second chance when he gets killed. I would put him above, eventually above Starkadder when you are able to kill Starkadder here. And he kills you. You literally traded with him. You could pick yourself up and Starkadder is just dead. 2 grenade launchers, movement speed when being shot. Yeah, it's still a great assault for ranked. Definitely. You can also go for trades with a fella here at this point. And now, the last assault. We have Volk. Volk got a great change lately. They finally added a fifth 30 round magazine and upped his movement speed to pre 2022 nerfs. He's back at 5.5 sprint speed and 3.6 strafe speed when running the 30 rounders, and when you run the 45 rounder, you are at 5 meters sprint speed and or 5.2. I definitely recommend running 5 rounders, 5 magazines, 30 rounders on him. But still, Volk is not good enough to be on A tier. His ability is just better accuracy, nothing else. He has 2 really strong grenade launchers and nice movement speed, but it's not enough. It is definitely not enough, and I put him on purpose behind Lazogic. Lazogic has 3 grenade launchers, and not being spotted is still better than just better accuracy on an ability and 2 tubes. I mean, he's still better than the C tier ops, since gas grenades don't do anything at this point. But 150 damage grenade launcher can do a lot of damage. But you have only 2 shots. A ranked game lasts at least 5 rounds. At some point, you will run out of tubes, and you will be still out DPS'd by most assaults. It is really easy to control recoil in this game, and I run on literally every assault heavy barrel besides Mustang. Mustang is better with armor penetration at this point. Sometimes I'm run lightweight chest rig, but that's it all about. But Walk is not gonna change much at this point. And that's, guys, is my tier list, my new tier list for the new ranked season. I think we are in a ranked season numero 8, Arctic Wind. I hope you liked it. And I will be back with a support tier list soon.